Welcome back. It's been more than 40 days of war in Ukraine after Russia invaded the country. Thousands of people are dying and millions of people are leaving their homes searching for safety. Several Ukrainian families have actually made the journey to the United States and they're now living in Charlotte. Pastor Vasily Rudnitsky is joining me here live. He's a pastor of the Church of New Hope. So, Pastor Vasily, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So, first of all, how many families have you seen so far that have come over from the Ukraine?
We have a couple families in our church, and we're expecting a lot more end up in Charlotte. So for right now, about 700 people crossing the border every day from Ukraine. So they're going to end up in Charlotte, a lot of them.
Wow. And when they're crossing the border into the United States, they're only bringing their backpacks and suitcases. Tell me a little bit about some of what you're doing to try to help those people.
Yes, you're right, Casey. They left war, and in some cases they didn't even have time to pack a suitcase. They need everything, from housing to basic life needs. And at the beginning, they can stay in someone's house, but eventually they will need their own shelter. They need someone to help them to apply for Social Security. They do not know how the system works in the United States. Most of them don't speak any English. They need to apply for work authorization. Their kids needs to go to school. They don't have transportation, and all of that. Plus, they have a big psychological trauma because they left war. They devastated. They left everything, basically. They have to start from scratch.
Yeah, in a country they've sometimes never been to.
It's right. It's right. More than 4 million people left Ukraine right now. 10 million are displaced from their houses, and they do not know what to do. And we, as war started in Ukraine, we felt the need and the urge to help those people to start basically a new life.
Yeah, and thank you for what you're doing. I mean, our hearts really go out to the people when we see what's going on. It's like on every channel, every news station, you see the devastating effects of war and all the people that are dying. And so tell us a little bit about exactly what you're doing and how other people can help.
As I said, when the war started, we, from day one, we start collecting some items, and we start raising some money. We had a big money-raising event at the end of March at our church, bake sale, garage sale, car wash, and we're going to have another one in May. So we are trying to collect those money because we need to pay for shelter when they come. We need to pay for food. And we also send missionaries to Poland, to the border of Poland and Ukraine. They have a big refugee shelter there. And we had 3 people from our church. They brought some supplies, like 1,000 pounds of supplies.
Wow, that's great to be a blessing that way.
Yes, and they stayed there and helped those refugees to get some information where they can go, and a lot of people, they are handicapped people, and they have all kind of needs. So we are happy so we can do that. And right now we have a family from our church being on the border of Mexico. I just talked to them yesterday, and they helping those refugees. They stay on the Mexico side, and there's a lot of volunteers from every church and every organization helping those refugees to cross the border and go from the border to the destination.
And Pastor Vasily, the 100,000 refugees that President Biden has pledged to open our doors to, we haven't even started seeing those yet. So how can people contact you as we expect the need to grow?
We have a Facebook page. You can go there, and there's our information. There's my phone number, and you can contact us. As I said, if you want to donate some money, there is a direct deposit, or you can donate on the Facebook. So all those money going to go to buy some necessities for those people. In some cases, we need to buy a ticket from the border to fly to Charlotte or to their friends or to church, to somewhere, because they have no money and have no means to start their life here in United States.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us, Pastor Vasily, and please keep us updated. We'll put this information on our website so that you can find the details about how to help. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.